Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the xsinick show. Uh, yeah, we're streaming here today on the show. I'm actually going to try to see if I could model a bookshelf. I don't think you call it a bookshelf. I think you call it like armoire or some kind of weird name like that. But we'll figure it out, guys. So we're gonna jump into Blender. We're gonna do some pretty straightforward modeling. We're gonna do some bullioning and stuff like that. So it should be a lot of fun. But maybe some lathing. We'll see what's up. So let's get right to it. Let's jump right in here and get some of this stuff going. Okay, I'll see you guys in a minute. Let's go. Okie dokie. Here we are in Blender, and let's get that going. I'll show you guys the folder I have set up for that. Okay, so right here on the work projects, I have a folder in the 3D models furniture. Okay, so what it is, it's a Pioneer Woman Kelly Teal Dining Hutch. It's a dining hutch. So you're gonna jump into here, and these are the reference images that I have. I figured it'll be something nice, and also I would like to put it up and you know, for sale. Somebody might want to buy something like this, so I'm gonna try to see how much modeling I could do and put up there, so any one of you guys could, you know, could purchase it and check it out, you know, have it at a really low cost, and just had some fun, you know, so that you could have a piece of the show with you. Okay, guys, so let's see here. Yeah, it's a dining hutch. There's plates, there's towels, there's salt and pepper shakers and stuff up in here. Let's see if we can get this going. So I'm gonna use this front view to kind of get a general height of the whole thing, and then we're gonna break it up into sections. One cool thing you could do with Blender now, you could drag and drop images in areas. So I'm just gonna go to a front view. Let's drop that in the front view. Okay, here we are. That's kind of cool. Scale it up. Let's move it. Move it, but the legs are kind of right here. I'm gonna see if I could get this this in the middle here. The center of the image. Okay, I think that's fine. I'm gonna turn screencast keys on just in case anyone wants to see. Wait a minute here. Where's my screencast keys? What version of Blender is this? This should be the newest version of Blender, or is it not? Let's see here, guys. Give me a second. I'm gonna jump in here and take a look at this thing. Do I have more than one Blender on here? Maybe I do, because of certain software that I need for game development. Yeah. Oh, no, this is it. This should be the newest. Okay, so somehow I didn't get the screencast keys happening in here. Let's do that. Let's go edit. Oops, file. It was actually edit preferences. I'm just gonna type screencast keys, see if it's already. Oh, it's in here. Why is not? Ooh, the add-on is not loaded. User cannot be imported. A utility. Okay, there's some sort of error here. Version 4.0. What? Hold on here, guys. Let's get to the bottom of this. I thought I had it working in here. Let's go to okay, let's see, which version of Blender is this, guys? Hold on. I mean, we don't need it, but it would be nice to see my keyboard shortcuts on screen, right? Okay, about Blender. Yeah, 4.3. It worked at one point, all of a sudden it's not working. I'm gonna come here into the old Blender now. 4.2. Let's launch that one. And 4.2 is the LTS. Yeah. Oh, I have screencast keys working in here. Wouldn't you know? Okay, so this is the one that we are accustomed to with xsinick. No, but I actually, you know what, guys? I actually had it working in the new one. See, I caught it. I caught Blender cheating. Okay, so check this out. Let's I'm gonna go back in here. Select this. Fresh local. I'm gonna install from disk. I'm gonna get it again and kind of see if I could force it to do the right thing. Let's go. Let's see if that works. Okay. So I'm jumping in here. Let's go. Software, Linux, Blender, add-ons, 4.0. Screencast keys. Install from disk. I got it in there. Okay, guys. See, we tricked it. Bam. So we get some yellows happening. Yeah, see it's right here. Let's get it big. Font size, let's go 25. Yeah, boy. That's kind of nice. I like that. Let's get the mouse icon a little bit bigger. Where's the mouse icon on here? Mouse size. Right there. And let's bring it up a little bit higher because sometimes there's like a combo box that comes on, an option box for different things. Let's put it up, bring it up in there. Yeah, so that's fine. It's okay. Ooh, working. Nice. Okay, where were we? Oh, okay, we were over here. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over to wireframe. I'm gonna use the default box in Blender. It's a tab. What the? Hold on. Okay, deselect that. Hit this tab. There we go. And I'm gonna move this. Yeah, I was acting a little wonky there. I'm gonna split this guy in half immediately. Control R. My whole thing is acting wacky, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this up to size like so. It's gonna do that. Oh, like so. Okay, scale X. Yeah, boy. Okay, so that's the general size of it. Let's divide this up into sections. I'm gonna divide it up into nice bite-sized chunks. So we got a top crown right there. We got a middle hutch right here. We got a bottom cabinet. Let's go bottom cabinet like right about so. Okay. And I'm gonna leave the side. All of the side could be not. Let's go to the side. I have a side shot, so let's use that to kind of get a general gist of what what this looks like. Okay. I'm gonna make a bookmark of this 3D models folder. See, this kind of like a side view, so I'm gonna kind of use that to see the depths of different things. So let's see. Yeah, that's the right. Oops. Oh, maybe not in edit mode, that's why. Bam. Okay, let's move this here. Yeah, we need to scale this up just a little bit to meet the. See, scale it down a bit. Maybe like that. Like so. Did I get the, let's go to the front view. Okay, so that's the whole leg right there. Just want to see how I scale it. Okay, so that's good enough to get like a depth. I'm gonna bring this over. Let's get something like that. Okay. Let's do that. Alright, I think that's enough reference for now. Scale that. Okay, so that's that size right there, and the top part here is a whole different scale. So immediately what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna separate this. Yeah, okay. I was wondering where's my shortcuts. Okay, Y to separate that. Let's faces, and let's select these faces on the outside. Solid. Let's go back. Bring that in. Something like so. Okay, so it's not perfect, but you know, we're gonna get there. Okay, so the one thing I like to do is to have a bunch of reference. So we're gonna bring up bref. The bref is a real nice program that allows you to lay out images of things you have reference of. To lay out reference images, let's go out here. I'll lay it out like so. Let's lay out the top part here like so. Oh, where's my bref? Let's right click and tell bref to always stay on top. If you're always on top, much better. Select all these. Oop. Select these, and we're gonna just drop these in here. Yes sirree, that's all our reference images. All right. Okay, we could close this right now, and this is all floating thing of reference images. Okay, let's deal with that top part, that top piece. So the top piece has a thing here, kind of like a crown. It's kind of like molding, like crown molding. Okay, we can make something like that pretty easy. Let's go to the side view. Let's go to the front and pick it out. Okay, I have that to the very top. I'm gonna right click. Oh. Control R. Oh, you know what's going on, guys? My keyboard is like really messed up. I'm gonna Control R. There you go. I finally got it. Yep, when you get a really messed up keyboard, that's what you gotta deal with. Okay, so we got that piece right there. I'm gonna separate that piece. Okay, Again, messed up keyboard. Maybe I have to clean it. Like it's like there's probably like tons of crumbs. I'm pressing Control Tab. There you go. There's probably tons of like crumbs and all kinds of stuff in it. Okay, we're gonna separate this. That's a P. Separate. Let's select all and let's do P. Separate. Oh, that's not what we want. Z. Okay. Press all and then press P. All loose parts. So every part here is its own thing. There you go. And what we want to do, let's go with random wire color so we can see different colors and of what this should look like. Ooh, it's the front right here. Let's save this and let's save it. Okay, in furniture, call this dining hutch. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and go here and let's do the same thing here. Do I color random? Let's do that color random also. Alright, so this is the basic volume of it. So let's deal with this section right here first. Let's go. I think Shift Z to get wireframe. Maybe I put this over here because that's blocking the screencast keys. Okay, that's much better. And we don't need to have this oops. Yeah, we didn't need to have that timeline down there. Just gonna press save for that. Alright, so what we need to do is to create this going down here. I'm gonna select this top part here. Vertex, select these and bring these down to the very bottom. Now this is made up of what they call rails and styles and stuff like that, and there's a bunch of cabinetry type lingo for all this stuff. I'm gonna select this and press insert set origin to geometry. Right, and I'm gonna Control S, Control Alt S. Oh, okay, let's go to S and then Alt S. I don't know. I'm just basically gonna scale this so it reaches the edge of that. Let's take a look at what we did. So you see, it's not even. We actually want it even. Let's select that. Okay, so Alt S in edit mode. And scale it out till it reaches the edge here. That's fine. Now it's even. So the top of this is Shift Z. The top of this is solid. So I'm just Alt Tab, Control Tab. I'm gonna go in. I'm going to go to edge mode. Let's press F. That's what we're going to do. Press F. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and then F again. What I'm going to do now is to extrude this. Let's go to the side view and see. So it wants to extrude. It has a pretty fancy Pretty fancy thing going on here. There's like two types of there's like a straight edge there, and then there's a bevel, and then it goes into the surface. That's what it looks like. And it's probably more rounded here, but it's okay. We could do something like this. Let's split view, and let's get one view. Let's keep one view orthographic like this, and we'll keep one view you know, in 3D like that. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here. Oh no. Okay, let's make sure these sides are straight. I don't know why this side is not straight. It's really odd. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of this extra loop in here for now. Let's X that so everything is back nice, and I don't know what happened there. Okay, so let's select this, and we're gonna do a eye and inset. We're gonna inset it a little bit, like so. Then we're gonna extrude it down. Yep, that inset seems to be working good. And then we're gonna Alt S this and bring it in. Something like so. I'm gonna try to bring this down to this edge right here. So grab Z. Let's bring this right here. Let's Alt S it again. Alt S. Okay. Scale and Alt S. Yep, there you go. Okay, I think that's kind of cool. Actually, we shouldn't do that. Let's bring it out some more. Scale and Alt S. Let's bring it out. Like maybe about there. Let's select the edge here. Scale and Alt S. Gonna make this like about so. Okay, I'm gonna subdivide this here, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a Control R on that. Let's make sure the screencast keys is on here also. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to scale this scene a bit. So I'm going to go S and then Alt S again. Bring that in a bit, and then we're going to bevel that, Control B, right? And then I'm going to increase the subdivisions on that. Right. Okay, so we got kind of something like this. So if you look, that looks like some kind of molding that's happening right there. Very cool. That's kind of nice, you know. Gotta start somewhere, right? Okay, let's create this top piece right here. It's in the right position. Let's in this view here, I'm just gonna hit right here, and I'm gonna get the depth of what this is. So I'm gonna select this box. Right, and we're just using this box for volume things in accordance to the reference images. I'm just gonna go ahead and X that. Select that face, and it's not a very thick you know, piece of molding up there. It's pretty fancy. Oh, select the other side. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna bring that in a little bit, something like that. So if you notice, like, this is not lined up 100% because these images are not like what they call auto rectified. They're actually, these images are taken of a real object in perspective. Auto rectifying means to like take the image and completely flatten it like you would in 3D, like in an orthographic view. So they're not like that, so it's all good. This here was a lot of fun. Let's make this happen right here. So the first big shape, let's do the big shapes and move down to the small shapes. What I'm gonna do here is to actually create this shape here out of a curve, and then extrude it to this depth. So let's just leave this here. This is just a nice little template kind of thing for the depth. I'm gonna go ahead and click on there, create, you know, let's bring the 3D cursor right on here. So I'm shift clicking right here to bring the 3D cursor right there. Shift right click, and I'm gonna go Shift A, curve, Bezier, and then notice it's like that. So I'm gonna press RX and then type 90, so I get it kind of rotated like that. I'm gonna press Control A and do rotation and scales. Okay, so we're gonna do this part here. I'm gonna make this bigger. We're gonna trace this part out. Technically we could do one side and mirror the other side, so we could do that too. No big deals, right? It doesn't matter how we start. I'm gonna select these points like this. Oops. Right click, and I'm gonna go set. Oh, that's always in. Bring this over here. Right click. I'm gonna go set handle type vector. Keep things nice and straight. I'm gonna change my tool. Press W 1, 2, 3 times to get the tweak tool. I'm gonna move this point right here. Move that point right here. And at this point in time, it's just about vectors, right? So I'm just gonna hold shift, right click, and just kind of lay down some points. And that kind of helps you kind of trace where your cursor is. It's almost like extruding to the position of your cursor. So it almost feels like you're drawing a little bit. We could leave this here for this part here to cut through, but it's all good. We could go ahead and make this curve right here. Might as well. Okay, now I'm going to select everything except the first and the last point. Right click. Let's go automatic for now. Okay, let's just go ahead and adjust these and trace this out. Just straighten that like so. This guy needs to go into like a vector, so we could straighten that like that. Now we could just kind of bring that in, adjust the point, and get kind of like a circle. It don't have to be 100% because we're gonna get another piece to overlap this. I mean, you could try to get it 100%. I mean, that's the actual thing that you should do. All right, that's fine. This is good. That's good. You kind of would like them evenly spaced, and I think there's a way to resample the points so that you can get everything nice and evenly spaced, but we're just gonna do it by eye here. We're not gonna get overly technical with this. Okay, so we're down to the last part here. It's supposed to be straight like that. Technically, you want this other part here straight also. You don't want it just kind of like off to the side. You know, just out of habit to keep things nice and clean and that kind of thing. Okay, here we go. Can we mirror this? Let's see. I believe you can mirror this in Blender. Let's go ahead. It's already in the center like so. This part here is not 100% perfect of a circle. It's all good for now for what we're doing. I'm gonna go here into the modifiers and let's go generate mirror. Yeah, so it mirrored it. And if you notice, right, it's not 100% because this is not an auto rectified image. So you'd find that it looks kind of like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this, and I'm just gonna adjust this manually. Whoop. Did we press apply? Apply. Oh, cannot apply construction modifier on the curve. Convert curve to a mesh. Really? Okay, let's just convert it to a mesh. There we go. What does these points look like? Oh my gosh! Okay, let's undo that for now. Let's go back and see if we can control that. Yeah, that's Control Z. Come on. Okay. What? Okay, What we need to do is in under the curve here, it's at 12. We don't need like 12. Let's go down to 6 in resolution. Probably even less than that. Let's go down to 0. Alright, this is 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And then now we could apply the modifier. But yeah, let's convert to a curve. There you go. Tab, vertex. Okay, this is much more manageable. This sucks though, but we could easily fix this just by this, you know, turning on this thing right here, proportional editing. Press G on your keyboard to get the size of the area affected. Just gonna bring this down a bit. We want to make sure we're in a tweak tool. So let's bring that over. Okay. All right. Okay. We needed to do this anyway to get the thing. So I'm gonna join these two. Control J. Or F rather. There you go. And let's subdivide that. So I'm gonna right click subdivide. Let's turn off proportional editing. Let's subdivide it a couple times. Well, almost to kind of reflect what we have going on here. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. Okay, I'm gonna select everything and then press F again. Made a face, and let's just press tab, and there's the object, right? I'm just gonna bring the object up to where the front of this should be, like so. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a few like joining things here just to kind of keep this from triangulating in a weird way. Ideally, you want this everything perfectly done here, but it's okay. You know, we don't have to get it 100%. We could get it close. J. As long as the end result looks better. And there's several ways I could have done this, right? But I'm choosing this way. And the other way we could have done this is to, oh man, what's going on? Oops. Okay, there we go. The other way we could have done this is to take a solid block, make this shape, and then do like a boolean and just chop it out of here. But, you know that's not how I do things in here, guys. Come on. Eee. Okay, whatever. So yeah, we could also delete this part and then mirror it back again. I'm gonna come over here and just do this J. Yeah, you kind of wanna spell things out for when it tries to tessellate things. Let's go J right there. Especially where it curves right here, it doesn't know what to do. So you know you have to kind of tell it. Let's see here. I'm gonna select this thing there. Maybe that guy over there. Let's hit J and just slice right through. Okay, so this should be good enough to do an extrude. So I'm gonna select everything, and you can extrude even if you're in vertex mode. Just press E, and you press the direction and press Y. I want to extrude back like that. And it's gonna probably flip it. So we don't. I extruded it up to this point here, so I could get rid of this volume. Right, we got that as a volume. And the thing is that Blender, when it renders things in the viewport, it renders double-sided, so everything looks fine. But you want to control the rendering. I think I've spoken about this before in the past. So what you need to do to see the true nature of the mesh is to come up here, click over there, and click backface culling, and then it actually shows you if things are flipped or not. So far everything is good here. So far everything is good. Let me put a little some effects just to kind of make things look a little nifty. Okay, we got cavity. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got this part here. Let's make the circle. And you know, this is not perfect again, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna select this. Come on. I'm gonna select this section right here. I'm just gonna scale the scene a little bit. So scale and Alt S, bring that in a bit. And we're gonna cut that out. All right, that's a lot better. Ooh. Okay, get back there. I'm gonna go ahead and do smooth shade. You see what happens with the smooth shading? So this is the reason why it looks like this is because it's trying to triangulate things in its own way, and that's fine. But we could continue to control that. I'm gonna select. You could also just get rid of it by just coming here and just going like a shade auto smooth or whatever it is, and it's going to do it. But the ideal thing is to control it by doing proper cuts and that kind of thing, but we'll deal with that later because we're gonna have to cut in there. Anyways, coming to this thing here now, so we're gonna make this part here special. We're gonna make it special. We're gonna use Blender's screw thing to make that. So this is I'm gonna extrapolate what this profile is looking like, right? What I mean by that is this. Right here, I'm going to make another Bezier curve. Just come here, curve, Bezier, right? And I'm going to rotate this, rotate X 90, like what we did last time. I'm going to make these vector. Right, so basically what this is kind of like a cylinder with these kind of things happening. So I'm gonna bring this in, scale that. Okay, and I'll show you what this I can kind of visualize this on the side, and that's what I'm doing, as if we were to rotate this. So sometimes as a 3D artist, you gotta kind of visualize things in your head first, or draw it on paper to get something working. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring this over here. Select this. I'm gonna bring this like right about there. Right. We don't have to get everything perfect in here, and I think this is about the size of it. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. Okay, where is this? Ooh, how did that happen? Hold on, guys. Oh, okay, I don't know what happened there. That's really odd. Then bring this. Okay, let's do it in a big way. And then we could do it in another way. I'm gonna bring it up here just for illustration purposes. Okay, I'm gonna select these two parts and SX so that they're perfect. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna bring it like around here. Then I'm gonna press E and then press Z to bring it down like here. And then I'm gonna press E and then X to bring it over here, right? And this is kind of like what I was talking about. This is kind of what it wants to be. Over here, and press E and then kind of bring that there. Right? That's what that piece is. Let's bring this back over here. Grab X, let's bring that right here. Grab Z, Y. Come on, Z. Bring it right there. Okay. Grab. I'm gonna bring this, make this thickness about like right here. Is grab. Like, and I could tell from the shading like what it wants to do, right? So grab that X, bring that like something like right there, probably a little bit more in like that, and then this part here is going to come all the way over here, and it's not going to be, it's going to be like about the height of this right here. So we're gonna do that and then grab X, bring that across. Let's go ahead here, change the type to automatic. gonna bring this like so, gonna rotate that like so. So basically what we want is to get kind of like a sphere, kind of spherical thing happening. Okay, so to bring this here. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this, but there's different kinds of duplicates. Alt D. So if I Alt D this and I do like that, you see it keeps it active like an instance. So I'm gonna rotate, and let's rotate on the x-axis 90, like so. Let's go minus 90. Z. Rotate x minus 90. Okay, and I'm gonna do that screw modifier on here, and then we could adjust this to see what that is. So let's come here, generate, and then screw. Okay, we want the screw to be along the y-axis, and you see like it makes that thing that we want. We're gonna bring this in, and then we could adjust that thing so we could get it perfect, right? Gonna try to bring it kinda in the middle. Kinda something like that, right? And we could control the iteration of 3 on the screw. And let's see the steps. Let's do a little more steps. So we want it a little smoother than that. Let's go 32 is always nice. Right? I'm gonna go to the top view and just take a look at where the middle part of this is. Just gonna bring this middle part so that this thing edge is like right here on the edge. Alrighty, now we could do anything with this profile right here. Let's bring this profile up here. Let's adjust it. For one, the back is too long, so I'm gonna just kind of bring the back up, and this time I'm going to use my move tool to kind of get things in place. So let's zoom in here and take a look. Let's zoom back in here. Yeah, so there's obviously like a piece that protrudes out of here. I'm gonna rotate. Okay, let's select these parts right here, and we'll get it to be the right circumference, the right diameter. Okay, that's looking not bad. That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna do this a little smidgen more. Just gotta make sure we cover everything. Okay. Okay, I believe that this part here, whoa! I believe that this part here needs to be rounded and needs to come down just a little bit more. Right, so that looks like it's protruding a little more out. Okay. Okay, let's round these parts right here. I'm going to subdivide this part here so we could hold on to this shape. Let's go subdivide. Right. What I mean is I'm going to grab Z. Let's bring that up to there. Okay, so now here, let's make this make the handles automatic. So now it's a lot more rounded. Just gonna bring these in. Actually, you want these to not be this rounded. Bring that up like that. Let's bring this up to here, and you could use your grid squares to know where to place these things. So this could be like 1, 2 across like that from here. Yep, one, two across like that from here, something like that. Let's go ahead and break these. Let's go aligned. Is it aligned? No. Select these. Do we want these back as vectors? I'm thinking vector. Yeah, you just want to do vector. Okay, you just want to do vector and move that across like that. That's probably what it is. Okay, so you can get a nice rounded edge and keep that straight. Okay, let's just look at this. Is this profile change? Okay, yeah, it's changing. I just wanted to make sure. For a minute there, I was like, what? Okay, let's bring this off to the side here a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this whole profile kind of down. Bring these two parts. Bring this up like that. Get a little more rounded part to it there. Where's this landing on the first square right there? So we're gonna bring everything down so that that lands on that first square. Like so. All right. And I believe this is not square like this. This is nice and scooped, so we're gonna do the same thing. Let's bring this. Let's continue that like that, and do that like this. Let's do that like this. Let's take a look. Still has that little hard edge there. You might want to get rid of that. Nope, let's keep that like that. Let's bring that like so. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and this looks pretty close. This is a little more circular. The circle is a little more in. So let's see if we could replicate that. So I'm gonna select this point here and just move it in. Yeah, and you see like the circle is yeah, something like about that. Almost the same thickness as the outer border. That's what's going on. Okay. So I'm kind of liking what's happening here. I'm just gonna put a little curve on this, and then let's see if we could straighten this mostly by bringing this over here. Yeah. So a little bit of straighten it out, so and bring it something like that. So there's some level of smoothness that's happening. I may be getting a little bit too much into the weeds with this, to be honest, but you know, this is where we need to be. Okay, and then if you notice, there's some trim happening right here. So I looked at that trim. Let's look at that extra piece of trim. That's actually a piece that's up there doing that. The easiest way is to pull it from this edge right here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and just grab a strip of polygons. Let's make sure this is all see that, and what we could do is to go into vertex mode. Oh, am I on the other side? This is kind of flipped. Anyway, we got that strip right there. Wow, this strip is selected almost exactly. Okay, so we got a strip selected right here, and let's make this into a separate object. So I'm going to shift D, make a duplicate, and then press P to make it a separate object. I'm going to select that object. Okay. The easiest thing to do is to go ahead and extrude and then bevel the end part here to get a nice rounded thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's keep it simple again. And extrude E. Yep, extrude along the vector like that, and it does what we need automatically. And that's a little along the vectors. It's along like where how it's sloped already. The polygons are already sloped. I'm gonna keep it like this just so you know it's nice and we could see it like that. Let's fix this part here though. Go like that, grab it, just move, and just, you know, press G to grab and just move that along the side like so. And let's do the same thing with this bottom part. Grab G, bring that in a bit. Okay, let's go ahead and just bevel this part here. So this is kind of out, so we could easily do that here. I'm gonna so there's several ways we could do this. We could do the whole thing and just keep it all subdivided up. So let's try that approach. All this is going to create extra like verts that we might not want. So let me think about this for a moment here, guys. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to separate this inner part, the outer polygons. I'm going to separate that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift over to face mode, select these. Excuse me. Select it like that. All right, so we got these. Then I'm gonna make these separate. We can make this into a separate object. That might make it easier to kind of visualize, but we could keep it part of the same thing. But let's go ahead and press P, make a separate object. I'm gonna go ahead and select that, and I'm gonna press R, get that middle part there. Now I'm gonna use the move tool and just move this out to a good bevel width. So let's look at a side view here for a minute. Right, see how wide this part here is? Let's go ahead and do that and bring that part out like about that, maybe a little bit more. All right, and let's go ahead and press Control B so we could get something like that. And it's kind of rounded already, and we could keep that level of subdivision in there. I think it's cool. I'm moving it to the point where all these segments here is around the same width. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and close this part up here with some polygons. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, F, and then press this, and then press F, and press F again, and it closes it. I just want to make sure that that is actually closed. It should be closed properly. I'm not sure. I'm gonna isolate this and just take a look. Okay, press numpad slash. Not isolated again. Okay, so I'm just gonna merge this back to this. Go ahead, select these two, Control J, merge it back, and then go in here and then press A for all, and then Alt M, and I'm gonna merge by distance, and it's gonna like make all these into one. So go to face, and let's just grab a face and just double check that. Yep, everything is one. This is fine. I'm going to mirror this whole thing over here to the other side. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and mirror that. Okay. So we got the both sides of this thing. Okay, so far so good, man. Like ooh, look at this part right here. I remember when we adjusted this part, because you know it wasn't even. So let's go ahead and mirror this part back so that everything is even, even though it doesn't 100% line up with our view here. It's still gonna be proper, right? It's gonna be symmetrical. Let's go to that. Let's delete that. Delete faces, and let's go ahead and oh, we deleting the wrong faces. Yes, yeah, we want these to get rid of. And I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Let's go ahead. All right. Let's go ahead and mirror that. But first of all, you know, we got to make sure that everything is mirrored properly. So we're going to go ahead and have everything and mirror it. Generate mirror. Okay, notice these edges here are not perfect. So let's come in here, control vertex. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, part of all this is kind of seeing how things are lined up. Right, so see, I know that that's perfect now, right? So what I'm gonna do, have that selected, I'm gonna move the 3D cursor there to there. Shift S and cursor to selected, so it's there. So now that's our new middle point, and I'm gonna move the middle point to that. And we kind of almost want to do that with everything. Let's take a look. Like even the circle is not lined up because again this image is not auto rectified. So we're gonna see what we could do. I believe everything should stem from this being the center, so I'm gonna try to bring this to the center. So let's go here, so X, let's go 0, let's bring that straight up to the center. So let's bring this to the center, X 0. All right, so we'll shift. Let's make this the center. I just want to take a look, make sure everything is nice and squared off here. Okay. This is a 3D cursor right here. So let me just move the 3D cursor to the center there again. Okay. Okay, we know that this is perfectly to the center. That is perfectly to the center. Time to fix this here. Let's bring that perfectly to the center. Okay, so everything should line up now. At least in terms of you know, being properly lined up in 3D. Okay, let's inspect this. Let's inspect this whole thing. So we need to put a back on this, and in order to do that, we need to convert this into a mesh. So I'm just gonna go ahead, guys, and just kind of really take a look at the subdivisions on this thing. Make sure it's subdivided all the right way. So we're using screw in here, so I'm just gonna bring that down. So we don't want it subdivided like that in that way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go 32, which is fine for here. But the actual profile, let's turn the subdivisions down on that. So this is 12. Let's just go all the way to 0, right? So 0 gives you like the raw thing, right? And but we need this circle, this part here, to be nice and rounded. So let's just raise it. Let's take our time, raise it up. Let's go 3. 3 is looking good. Let's look at the subdivisions. This looks very even to me. Let's go 6 just to see. Even 6 is not bad, and I think it's gonna hold the shape. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and convert this to a mesh. So I'm gonna select that, and I have a shortcut, Alt C. Okay, we're getting there. All right, so let's go ahead and make a face on the back of this. Several ways to do that. The easiest way is just to go right ahead and just press F, and bam, you got a face. But as you can see, you know, it could lead to like different anomalies. So let's go in here and let's let's go ahead and extrude, and then let's Alt S that. Let's go ahead and do that. And now I'll probably try to cap it off with a let's do it again. Extrude, cancel, and then Alt S just to bring that in, and then we're gonna Alt M and at center, right? Kind of control that a bit. We're gonna right click on this and go auto smooth. Let's just kind of keep it like that. So there's some little anomalies and stuff happening here. So you can just take a look at what those things are. Beats me. It could be all kinds of stuff. So I'm gonna select everything. Go Alt M and merge by distance. I'm gonna raise the distance up just a smidgen. Okay, so that destroys everything. So the distance we want is 0. Let's go 3 on that. Let's see if anything is merged in a weird way. Nah, that looks fine. Okay, tab. Okay. So remember I was talking about how these things here are kind of overlapping into it, and we probably want everything nice and flush to the edge. And the way we could do that is using booleans. And even the back here, this part technically, let's select this, should be out a bit as a medallion, like that, like so. We don't want it, we don't have to be too crazy about that. Okay, so I'm gonna use this shape here to cut a better shape in these things. So let's go right ahead and do that. First of all, the back is already selected, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I just duplicate it out into a new object. Maybe later we could rename these things properly. Okay, so I'm just gonna move it out a bit. I'm gonna extrude this as a cylinder, like so. Select those edge vertices, E. You want the Y. Let's just move that along, like so. And you know, you definitely want overlap when you're doing booleaning. When you're doing boolean objects. So let's go ahead and press E, extrude that, and just kind of bring that in again, and press E, and bring that in again. Let's go ahead and merge at center. No big deals. Okay, so this is our boolean object. I'm gonna select this. Always get confused in which direction you should go, but I think this is the right direction. So far as booleaning things go. So all this is a mirror, and you know, that's fine. What we could do though is to go ahead and just convert that to a mesh, and let's do it with the other thing. Kind of collapse everything. Okay, so let's try it out. Let's go into generate boolean. I'm gonna select my little guy right here, and I think it did it right. I'm gonna select this guy, make him into a wireframe so we could see things, visualize him as a wireframe object. So I got that selected. Let's see here. Viewport visibility, viewport display. There you go. Let's view set texture. Let's go wireframe. There you go. It's better. So this is our boolean object, and we just did that here, and it, you know, it totally worked. So let's select the other one and come in here. Go into generate boolean, and we're just keeping it as is for now. We're not going to change any of these options. Let's go ahead, select that. Ooh, it totally did it. But again, remember I was talking about, you know, weird triangulation. We will control that for later. Okay, so with everything selected like this, I'm gonna select all the things like that that's been chopped by this shape, and I'm going to convert those into a mesh. So we collapse the boolean operation on it, and let's take a look at what's going on in here. Alright, so it made a bunch of different vertices and all that. So I'm gonna isolate this thing, and we're gonna try to deal with this the best way we could. Okay, so it did extra cuts and all that, trying to get a real nice boolean happening. Okay, so first of all, let's J is your friend to join 2 points. Let's go right ahead. Any lingering points, we want to keep all the points because that gives us that nice round feature. I mean, technically we don't need to do all this, but hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead, J. J that. J. All right. Let's see here. Zoom in a little bit more. Okay, guys, I'm gonna focus in. If anybody out there has any questions, just let me know. I'm just gonna focus on this. Can I continue modeling this stuff? Okay, so we got his first two pieces kind of done here on this. So I was going to go ahead and save that. Let's just double check all these parts here. Yeah, I think like this back needs to be pulled out a bit. Let's go to a top view. Just view the back here. First of all, we could just straighten everything out. So let's go ahead into a wireframe. This is why wireframe is important also. Yeah. Let's go ahead and select this. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, so nothing else is selected except the very back vertices of these things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scale on the Y, make sure everything is nice and flat. Then I'm gonna select these vertices here. You could go ahead and view that like this. I'm gonna go ahead and expand selection, grab X, grab Y, bring this out a bit, give it a little bit of an edge. And in this piece here, there's probably some faces that's facing kind of down that, you know, we're not seeing on the bottom here. So we're gonna take care of those also. Its faces along this. I'm just gonna go ahead and just select this by hitting I. Oh, come on. What? Select that. Is it I? L, sorry. Select L for this element. Let's go ahead and just separate that again. Select this, and I'm gonna go ahead and isolate that element. On the other side here, we don't really see, so we're gonna get rid of that. Yeah, boy. My keyboard, guys. My keyboard. Let's go like that. There you go. Select these faces, and I'm gonna go ahead, Shift Alt, select the rest of those faces like so. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let's do that. Let's hold Control and do it like that. Shift Control. Let's hold Control. Yep. I'm gonna get rid of those bottom part of polygons. We'll never see them, so we just get rid of them. Although, like in solid modeling, those faces will be kept, but we're not gonna do that. This is, you know, we're in Blender, so we know a little bit better than just to leave those things that we don't see in there, or we'll never see. I'm gonna go ahead and come out of isolation mode. So you see, like, you know, we're never gonna see those on the side of those polygons. So I'm gonna merge this back. Control J. Okay. And so far so good. So far looking good. Okay, so the other part would be to make this cabinet part here. And again, they have the panels, like the side panels, and it's made up of rails and styles and that kind of thing. So it's kind of basically just these boxes, you know. Or rather planks.
Top boy, you rock the koi. Yo, poke, ain't no joke. Disappear in smoke like a ninja. I'm battle cat, you cringer. Top boy, spit and get the black power. Heavenly mixes and gods, power by the hour. I'm singing in the rain while you won't take a shower. Coming back again like David Blaine. Disappear in Spain. Yeah, you know how I do it when it rains.
Okay, we're getting in the first kind of style or whatever column. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this to the correct dimension point here. Okay. Okay. We don't need to get everything 100% on point, but you could get it pretty close. I'm gonna select this part here and try to see if I could flip it. This reference image. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm going to extrude it up to the thickness. Okay, that's the first piece. Here we're going to bring that piece across. Okay, and I believe the same thickness with the reel to the top, but it's not as the width is different. Rotate. Let's bring that over here. Okay, got that there. I'm just gonna knock away this section right here so we could see what we're doing. I'm gonna go into vertex mode, grab some vertices, and kind of make sure that they're within the right thickness and all that. Okay, so that's like kind of like a frame, and I believe the frame copies itself through. So I'm gonna select this, this, and this. Just duplicate those. I'm gonna go to back view here. And I think these are being hidden, right? So let's go like this. I'm just gonna take a look at the back here. Yeah, so the back don't have this this piece right here, and then the actually it doesn't have that back piece right there. It's all good. We could use this. We could convert these into something else. Let's rotate Z 90. Yeah, all of a sudden we got the sides right here. Yep, same thickness. Wonderful. I'm gonna bring that up. Over here so it's flush. Okie dokie. Let's duplicate that over here. Then we have a panel that goes in. It's fine. We don't need this part here, so we're gonna rotate this, rotate Z 90. We do need it to the top here though. It's a different size. So at this point in time, it's just a matter of bringing pieces together like so. Just gonna bring this over here. It's kind of like you're making like this kind of boxed panel. Alright, you gotta like frame everything up. Okay, let's get rid of this one volume side here so we can see what we're doing. And this here could actually be the inner panel, but we're not gonna do that for now. Oh, you know what? Let's press P, separate it, grab that. I'm going to move the thing to the center mass, origin to geometry. Yeah, we could just move that back and see what we get. We get kind of like what's happening there. But this is supposed to be an inside panel, so I'm gonna select everything. Alt N on that, flip. Actually, you know, it has thickness, so we might as well give it thickness. So let's undo that. Let's bring it up to where it needs to be. Something like that. All right, I'm going to take the top. I'm going to take the top rail, bring that down. Make up this edge here. And this thickness here is supposed to come into the thickness of this board back here. So I'm gonna adjust that. Yeah, like right up to here. And there's supposed to be a whole back that's going on back here also. But I think like the thickness is not, it's not as thick. I'm gonna bring this back here a bit. See how thick. This is 1, 2, 3, about 3.5 thickness. Yeah, probably about here. Yeah, we got it right. Okay, so I'm gonna extrude this part, face, and extrude the thickness on the side. Make this just the same thickness, but we're gonna set it back. Good. Extrude. This seems very thick though. Let's go about half the thickness of that and just set it back now. Okay. Yep. Looking good, guys. Looking good. And in true fashion, because, you know, we're polygon fanatics, you're going to get rid of the polygons that you'll never see. And that's the polygons from the top and the bottom. So, guys, this is not a tutorial. This is just me working on things and we're just hanging out here. Because, you know, this is, you know, the stuff like this, if you're trying to learn Blender for the first time or how to do this stuff, this what I'm doing here could be kind of complex to understand at first. But if you're custom navigating and knowing how things work, basic things work in Blender, this would be a cakewalk for you. Okay, so I'm going to use the same thickness for even the back board, which is sliced up into different boards in the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate that. I'm going to rotate on the Z. I'm gonna bring this back, so like so. You can even do this in 3D, it's no big deals. I'm just gonna go ahead and snap the edge right there like so. Or even this part here is not 100%. We want to bring this all the way over to the back panel, to the back here. Let's get rid of this back panel. So it's X, tab, select these two pieces, X. So we're slowly kind of cannibalizing this thing. So grab, I'm just gonna, yep, put that like so. Press tab, I'm gonna grab these, this back part here, right? And we're gonna bring this all the way over. In the end, we're gonna like be able to cut. We'll be able to mirror this whole box over and have everything work. Probably somewhere like about maybe about there. Yeah. You could literally take this right now and subdivide this. Let's go edge, Control R, split that right in half. Oh, why is it moving? Control R. There you go. See, it almost splits right in half, and that's kind of what we want. Let's do that. Let's make these planks by doing like so. That makes the planks even. Alright, so we kind of planked it up in the back there, which is what it's supposed to kind of be. We could select these planks like so, and what we could do is to just kind of bevel that. Oh, Control B, bevel it. Oh, we want yep, and let's just bring that back down. We just want a very skinny seam there to make a separation. And I'm gonna go E and then cancel that, and then go S for scale, and then go Alt S. Oh boy, hold on guys. Let's go Alt S. Okay. Do a very little inset like that. All right, let's isolate this. We could do the back part like that. Right now the back part is not like that, so I'm gonna subdivide that like so, or R, subdivide that like so. Alright, so far everything is looking good. We have some little anomaly things that we could fix. So I'm gonna go in face mode, and let's get rid of these interior faces here. Go into wireframe and just select those like so. Select a bunch of them like that. And this is a space between. This is the polygons between the, you know, the ones that we don't want. Why is it selecting all of those? We literally just want these. Okay, gotta go back and select those again. Holding shift down. Okay, yep. I'm gonna press delete. Faces. Go top view again. I'm gonna subdivide. I'm gonna split this in the middle. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is to separate half of this and then put a mirror on it, and we should get like really nice a really nice back panel. Like that. Okay. There you go. This is all we need. So I'm just gonna press P. Separate selection, and the rest of this we can get rid of. I'm gonna bring this directly in the middle here. So let's bring the cursor right there. Cursor to selected. Bring that over there. Okay, let's add a mirror modifier. Okay, so you see we got a mirror modifier, the back panel and everything working like that. I'm gonna collapse that, and then we're gonna bring the cursor. We're gonna select edges and bring the cursor in the middle of this, like so. So, okay, we're gonna bring the cursor in the middle of that. Oop, like so. Then do like, and like that, and then we're gonna add another mirror modifier. Generate, like so. Okay, we got our perfect backboard happening. Let's do that. Could leave that alone. We don't have to touch it. Okay, so no, I believe that maybe the underside here has like some sort of other rail that could be happening to kind of create a box. because the back is gonna be kind of weak. I'm trying to investigate it. Yep, that's what I thought. There's another rail up there, so we gotta take this guy and bring him to the back like so. Yep, so it's just so that the back is not weak. Let's inspect this a little bit more. Yeah, just a back. I think they call this stretchers and that kind of thing. Yeah, so there's a whole lingo to this stuff, guys. And I was very fortunate to meet some really nice people who was really into doing all this stuff. And you know, I picked up a few terms, you know, like things like stretchers, you know, and stuff like that. That's what they called it. Okay, so let's come here. Alrighty. So we don't want this protruding. We want it like right on there. We want it to make that up. Let's go to a side view. I'm not sure how they did this, if like they just probably put the panel directly in the back. I think maybe they did, so I'm gonna bring this up front. I'm just gonna bring this like so. Trying to watch to see how this is how it's kind of done. Yeah, I think that's how that was done. Let's go do a loop on that. I'm gonna bring this in the center. Okay, and there's a bottom. Yeah, and there's a bottom kind of like back stretcher thing to this. So I'm gonna duplicate this one and bring it to the bottom. And if you notice, this one has a notch directly through it, so this doesn't go all the way down. So go ahead and select this and bring this so it stops right up here. Same thing from the top part. Okay. And we can kind of look in here too and see how this, yeah, it definitely has a end right there. Okay, let's make a surface here. I believe this surface is the same kind of style as this top here. So what we could do, we could copy this top. That's the cool thing about 3D, you don't have to like completely remake everything. Something like that. Let's go to the side view and just really watch to see where this ends. Something like that. Okay, now we can select just these vertices up front here and move those out into position. And if you notice, the back here is flat, so it doesn't even have that fancy edge. Let's bring this up. Okay. Let's look at the top here. Even the back here doesn't have that fancy. It just ends. That's interesting. We could fix that, you know. Basically, you could just select these points right here, scale them X, scale them on the Y axis, and just bring it so it ends with the end of the cabinet. Something like that. And you could do the same thing with the table. And I think I know why they do that. Do that so it lines up flush with a wall and it wouldn't be no space, right? Okay. Yeah, so we get this thing where it could end flush. Okay, and this part here needs to come back. This is a cool thing about 3D. You could see where things like end and that kind of thing, and kind of like some, you know, come to a conclusion of how it was kind of built. See, like that right there. I could bring the whole line in. Oh boy. Something like that. Yep. It's all good now. These layers right here. I'm gonna take a look at this because seems to be some kind of overlap. Right. So now maybe I could bring these back. Something like that. Kind of fill that back. See? Alright, fill that back and yeah. There you go. Everything's nice and flush. And this, you know, you could take this, mirror that on that side, and everything will be kosher. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Let's look for this middle point and everything. Right click, like so. It has something of a middle point. Something of a middle point. We're gonna have to check these. I'm gonna go ahead and just check all these against themselves, like so. Let's go ahead. Good. Vertex. Where is the middle point? The middle point is based upon this part here. So I'm just gonna go ahead, cursor to selected. Select this, this, and this. Okay, I'm gonna scale this, scale X 0. And let's see. Wait a minute. It wants you to do it. We could do each thing separate. That's not a big deal. So 0 on that. Oh. Global. There we go. Oh, what happened? Okay, fix that back. Yep, we could get everything directly in the middle. And zero that out. Yeah, see, this is not perfect here. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so the things that need to mirror on this side would be like this. Just delete that. Okay. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. I could literally be hell-bent on like completely finishing this thing right now, but I don't know. You know, maybe we have a part 2 of finishing this off. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and mirrors. Hold on here. Okay, that's how that should be. Okay guys, we're getting somewhere. So basically making a bottom would be kind of copying here and just changing the dimensions a bit. And we could continue working on stuff like that. I think that let's take a look on the inside. Did they open the inside here? Yeah, I think the inside part here might be a solid piece rather than kind of like this box facade. This might be a solid plank back there, you know, to give it stability. I'm thinking these pieces here are well, somewhat solid. There's something going on here with the way this is constructed, and probably some solid piece in the middle so you could screw on the legs or something. But we'll see how that goes. The shelves. The shelves are should be pretty straightforward also. Let's take a look. These are the shelves right here, and basically it's making up the inside part of this is right here. So I have that selected. Let's go ahead and just add a plane, rotate the plane and X like this. Right, and let's just get the dimensions of this inside here by moving the points to kind of match the edges. I snap that there. Snap that here. Snap that there. Snap. Yep, snap that right there. I'm gonna select everything, make sure it's scale on the Y, make sure everything's nice and flush. Okay, so we just want to divide this in two, and we can get the divisions on this are like that. So that's where that's gonna fall. Yep, and it falls exactly where it should be. Okay, so the thickness of this would probably want to be the thickness of this right here. It could be a little bit thinner, but I'm thinking it's generally this thickness. So I'm gonna leave this in here as a guide. I'm gonna grab a little edge off of this. All right, P, separate selection. Go back and select that, and I'm gonna do that and tell it to do center geometry. Okay, I'm gonna select the let's just bring this up here like so, and we could use this as a guide now. Bring that like so. Yeah. So select these points. Scale these points on the X. Let's just bring him in a little bit. Scale on the X again. I believe it stops like right about there. Okay, let's take a look. Let's bring it to the back. Yep. Okay, we could extrude all the way up to this point here. And of course there needs to be like another set of thickness for this kind of front facade kind of flowery thing that's happening. So I'm gonna do this like so. And then I'm gonna duplicate this again. Press P to separate it. Select that, press insert, and we want to make the origin to geometry. I'm going to select the face edge. I'm gonna bring this down. Now I don't know how let's get the actual like kind of estimated width of this. So we're just gonna bring this up for a minute. I'm like so. Select this back again. Okay, so it ends somewhere like around there. Right. I'm gonna bring this back the way where it should be. Okay, we just have to make one as usual, and then, you know, we can do the others. I'm gonna bring this guy back up here so we could see. There's many ways we could go about doing this. Let's try for a nice way. Let's bring this guy up here so we have a clear slate to play with. Oh, where are you? Okay. Control R. Okay, that's the first slice right there. Control R. This slice this part here wants to be like that. And now we could literally do the curves thing like what we did before. And I think that would work. You know. We want to try for something slightly different. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Go here. No, we can already have this one here. Just do. Let's bring that one right here. Okay. Select these verts. Bring those up. Yeah, I'm going to select these verts now. Right. Oh. Yeah, I believe that's correct. Okay, and let's control. Select these edges actually. Yeah, let's control B. It's kind of working. So bring these up a little bit higher. Okay. So that's the interesting thing. We tried different ways to get this to work. Let's use a tweak tool here. This is just one way, guys. Huh. Delete that. Okay, I'm going to select this top part here. Scale Z. Oh, let's turn proportional off. Let's go ahead and extrude. Let's go ahead and mirror this. Can I subdivide this? Let's see if we can subdivide it. Generate. Yeah, definitely could subdivide it. It's like these edges here. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and try it for a different way there. I'm just gonna move this back down. It should be. Let's go ahead and extrude that. Now, I think that extrude is a bit much there. It should be a little bit less. Okay, let's take a look at some of these side views here and see if there's any gaps. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap, right? Yeah, a little bit of a gap. Okay, so we got that piece there. Let's select this. Let's duplicate. Bring that up to here. Okay, and there we have our top part finito. Okay, we'll do the bottom part later with the cabinet and the doors and that kind of thing. But that was a lot of fun. You know, we're getting somewhere, guys. So, you know, building this part here using polygonal modeling. We even use curves, bullioning. Yeah, this is, you know, a lot of fun. I'm so glad that you were here to hang out with me, you know, and you know, let's continue tomorrow. You know, we'll see if we could come back at some point, if not tomorrow, the next day, but I'm gonna try for tomorrow, guys, around the same time, around 6 o'clock. And we'll see if we could finish off the bottom part of this. You know, make no sense, you know, running ourselves into the ground trying to finish that. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. And yeah, take it easy. Just want to shout out for all the lurkers out there who came by and just, lurked and, checking out your boy. Okay, enough screwing around. I'll see you guys later. God bless. Take it easy. Work focus here, guys. And the xsinick show. Remember, keep, plugging on. Keep trying to draw out your ideas. You can keep trying to create them in Blender and stuff like that, and keep having fun with your creativity. God bless you, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also follow me on Twitch, and check out the tutorial videos. And if you like watching me, try to check me out live. And you could just have me in the background. You don't need to interact with me. You could just watch. I think just you watching me and having some ads play actually help the channel. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. God bless. Take it easy. Peace.